Your church invitation. Does it always work?
What do you mean?
I mean, how many girls have you invited to church?
I've lost count.
That many?
Yeah, I wanted a date with you. I booked this table the night of the auction.
Are you ready to order?
I'll have the short rib ravioli with the sweet corn and garden pea blend.
What's your venison?
It's Colorado elk, man.
I'll have the venison meatballs in mozzarella and tomato sauce.
Something to go with the venison, man.
Yes, some sweet corn and garden pea blend, please.
What about appetizers and drinks?
A glass of Chardonnay, please.
A glass of warm milk for me, please. And some sugar. And bring us some water, please. Thank you.
Yuck. A glass of milk? How does that go with steak?
I have peptic pain. The milk relieves it.
What if I hadn't showed up?
Then I'll be having lunch alone. But I'm glad you are here. It's my sacred duty to invite people to church, you know. I can't remember the number of women and men that I have invited to church. But you are the first I'll have lunch with after church. Thank you.
And the Rhapsody and Steaming Jungle?
What about them?
Were they part of the plan?
What plan?
To get me?
I don't make that much money. Shepard and Stokes recently had a bright idea on how to invest security money.
What is security money?
It's money set aside annually by the partners for emergencies. Like settling a bad counter litigation. They think that the art market is swinging in favor of contemporary artists.
So they sent you to the auction?
Yeah. You are not very proud of your gypsy heritage.
My gypsy heritage?
Your second name is Gypsy, but the first time we met, you refused to tell me your surname. You said, just Sandra, and you did the same thing with the Reverend today.
No. Lai Yeshi is the name of the man who found me.
Found you?
Yes, he found a baby, me, in a women's restroom in Orioles Stadium. He was a janitor. They said the baby was a few days old. After a week, when no one came forward to claim the baby, Mr. Lai Yeshi asked the Social Welfare Department if he could take the baby to an orphanage in the suburb of Baltimore. The nuns told me that he visited frequently for the first year. So they asked him if he minded me bearing his name.
This doesn't seem to have any emotional effect on you.
I've told the story many times. I mean, I have to explain why I have no birth certificate. So tell me, why were you following Joe Spence about 2 months ago?
The Spence brothers got themselves into some quagmire. They auctioned a Kandinsky for a naughty old man from Springfield.
You mean Aston Sherman?
Yeah. So you know about it?
No, not really. Just that a reporter after the auction asked me questions about it.
What did he ask you?
He asked if I had confidence in Spence considering the ongoing case with Aston Sherman.
Anyway, it turns out the old man's sons have been trying to have him committed for a couple of years. And he had spent money on psychologists and lawyers, fighting in court to prove his mental capacity. After the auction, his sons sued Spence for taking advantage of a vulnerable old man. Spence was really lucky that the old man's mental capacity had been certified by court. But he did not use his usual signature on the contract authorizing Spence to auction his painting. He had scribbled something illegible on the dotted line. That was why his sons thought that they had a case. When the judge asked if he gave his painting to Spence to auction, he said he does not recall.
Then what happened?
The judge threw out the case for lack of evidence of impropriety on the part of Spence. Apparently, the old man was trying to deprive his sons of access to his money. Because $45 million paid to him for the painting was traced to the Illinois Latino Foundation. He sold the painting and gave the money away. What a guy.
Would you like some dessert or coffee?
No thanks, I'm full.
Can I help you with anything else?
Thanks, we won't be having dessert.
Did the IRS have anything to do with the case?
Why? You think they should?
Just wondering if the old man paid tax on the sale despite giving all the money away.
I don't know. Are you having trouble with your taxes?
Oh no. Spence brothers are excellent at reconstructing costs to minimize taxes. I didn't have to give a lot of my money to Uncle Sam.
Should I take you home?
Yeah. It's been a lovely day.
Subscribe to Tube Them and get notified of the next episode of Ex-Tangle. This drama series is based on the book by V.S. Long, available on Amazon Kindle and the Kindle app.